Hi, this is the Ivy League Astrologer with the February 2015 reading for Capricorns, for Vedic Capricorn. So the first card out is the Nine of Rods, or Wands, or whatever you like. It looks like you're looking back at an old situation that has been kind of standing in your way, has been blocking you from feeling completely at peace. And I feel like your head and not quite your heart, are in a different place about it. I feel like mentally you're like, I would be crazy to go back into that. I would be crazy to just even dip my toe into it, to even just try to figure out what went wrong. I just want to walk away from it. But it doesn't seem like that option is actually available to you. It looks like this month there is an opening in that situation for you to get further into it. Whether that means to come into it for healing so you can let it go and move on with your path, or whether that means moving into it so that you can go into a future with this person, institution, whatever, with this situation. It seems like that is really important this month. It has to be addressed. So I feel like you might find yourself kind of led to do this even while you're kind of holding on with all your strength, like against it. And even while you're like, no, I don't want to do that. But it feels like you really do need to kind of address this situation in order to be able to move on peacefully. And I think if you don't, you're just going to end up feeling more hemmed in, more sort of internally stressed about it. It's just going to be like a barrier for you. So it's really time to kind of get in there and figure out either what went wrong, or it's time to kind of, cut down the things that have been standing in between you and your peace. So if that means finding out about it, if that means confronting someone, it's time. There's an opening this month where you can do that. And you stand on solid ground to do it. I feel like your mind is kind of calm about it, so that it's not going to be like you're launching some hysterical attack or something. You're like, okay, so this is what followed from this, it followed from this. And I feel like you're going to be able to to more or less rationally, reasonably kind of address this old hurt. And this may have to do with someone turning away from you in pride. Maybe because they had something to hide, but they couldn't admit that they were wrong about it to you. So that may have been sort of the root cause of this situation that you're kind of unearthing this month. And I think you've had a sense about it. And I think there's been stuff that's kind of come up about it that other people are maybe talking about, or scuttlebutt is kind of the feeling that I'm getting. There's been some scuttlebutt about this issue. Whatever has been hidden from you, that it hasn't been really that well hidden. And that has just caused you a lot of pain. But yeah, I feel like it is coming up for healing this month. And that healing, that existing in the present moment with it, kind of going all the way into it with measured language, with a measured approach, is going to free you up. For some of you, I think this will be a reunion with someone. And for some of you, I think this will free you up to move on with someone else and to pursue a future that looks more open to you suddenly. It doesn't have all this other stuff coming to bear on it. So yeah, I think it can be cleansed this month. And take it easy with how you approach it. Have the goal of healing in mind. and that's going to be successful for you. I feel like for some of you, you may start out in this approach or with this approach of like, okay, let's heal this. Let's just get it there. And then there may be someone who just won't participate with you past a certain point. And it feels like they need time to kind of get themselves together, to kind of yeah, okay, so here's what I think. I think that for those of you who are healing it in hopes of moving on with somebody else, I feel like that is well starred, and I feel like there may be a slowdown if you want to move on with this person, or they may offer you more than you're ready for, or you may offer them more than they're ready for. Like you might need to just sit tight for a while and think it through, or they might need to sit tight for a while and think it through, because I think if it's the other person, because there's so much, they feel like it's so bone deep, so like blood rich, like so related to who they are as a person, whatever has gone wrong in the past, that they don't know that they can like clear it up and make a new start that is positive, you know? So it's sort of like they're having this moment of despair about themselves while you're saying, okay, I can forgive you, let's move forward in this way. And they're like, I can't forgive me. I don't know if I'm good enough to renew this bond or to renew this thing. I really want it, and I can feel that it's important to me, but it's like they have some more processing to do before they're really ready to truly be open to what you have to give. Even if that's just friendship. Because friendship also requires really seeing someone, you know? And I feel like they are not ready to be fully seen. I think it'll still be healing for you. Because you will have addressed the issue for yourself, and you will have done what is required of you morally, sort of. Like you will have acted, you know, as a good person in good faith towards this person. I feel like it's like all the secrets, all the stuff is like out in the open now. So it may take some time for it all to settle down, but it's all out there. Yeah, I feel like, especially if it's a male figure, I feel like the male figure in this configuration needs more healing time. And I feel like the woman feels more absolved, just sort of like, okay, like, I kind of can move forward with a clean slate. And I think there's a decision to make between kind of choosing to break off a relationship or situation that has been unsatisfying, choosing to just sever it, and choosing to bear with it and wait a while to see if it pans out into a future that you would like to have. So, and I feel like it is going to be that, like, it seems, you know, like how I was saying before, that it seems like your mind is telling you, ugh, I just don't even want to deal with this. I mean, I think that it's going to seem like the more present, reasonable thing to just cut it off, to just break it off. But I think that you're going to have some intuition on the side of like maybe just wait and see a little while. Yeah, and I think there's real richness on the side of waiting to see how it pans out. Yeah. So I would say to kind of try to avoid any like big loud breakups, any like I'm never going to speak to you again kind of things, and try to just bear with it patiently, whatever the situation is. And it's not that you have to just take endless crap or anything. Like it feels kind of like you can almost like remove yourself from the situation for a while and just wait it out, but it's just sort of like saving a space for it, kind of. And I think that, yeah, you're going to feel free, feel like you have finally become free of something that has been really tying up a lot of your energy and resources. And I think you're going to feel renewed, refreshed, rejuvenated, physically, mentally, emotionally. I think you're going to be feeling a lot more free this month. Just like filled up again after a long time. You may have some religious questioning going on this month. Or kind of like your ideas of spirituality, of faith, maybe kind of turned upside down for some reason. But I think it's just because there's an influx of new ideas. Like there's a lot of new, just like springs that are popping up in your mind and your environment. There's all this like rush of new kind of ideas and emotions and maybe abilities for some of you also, or just insight, intuition, where you're beginning to wonder what really lies beyond the screen of this world is what I think about that. And you are beginning to practice towards it, or beginning to investigate it, to try to figure it out a bit. But you may feel in that process, you may feel just confused, overwhelmed. I think there can be an end to an overdependence on monetary things or on material things to provide happiness. I feel like that opportunity is open to you this month if you want to kind of look at kind of the result of living just on the material plane. And it may just be that there's an accrual of things that just like, ugh, this can't be all there is. There's got to be something more, you know? And I feel like you will really have a strong sense of that something more this month. And you're being led to that. It may not be some money that you expected to get this month, money that you expected to make. May not come through, the job may not come through, assignment may not come through, or you may have to spend a lot of money unexpectedly on things that you had not planned for. So now that you hear that, you can be saving up a bit. Yeah, it's not a good time to kind of retreat into feeling too comfortable or feeling too like, I got all this under control, because it seems like there's going to be some curveballs. Or also it's like, don't wait to do something you want to do until the mythical time when like all of your ducks are in a row, you know? And I think that's more financially. Like if you want to retire, or if you want to just change the way you're living in some way, do what you can to move towards that now, even if you're still kind of waiting for everything to line up just right. But I feel like this is a time when you could be waiting for, when you have enough, but you're waiting for more, you know, and that's not really going to serve you. Yeah, because I feel like it has a sense of like waiting for news about money that isn't coming or that's taking a long time to come. It's not going to serve you to just wait there. Like it's going to serve you better to be active about it, to go out and search for the money that you need, and also to know what is truly enough. Even if ideally you would like to have more. But don't. At the same time, don't drive yourself too hard. Because I do get a sense from this that some of you are just kind of going and going and going, and even when your body is exhausted, your mind is not present, you know, you're still just kind of riding on, and people around you and everything is kind of telling you to stop, but you're just kind of moving on like an automaton, you know. You're like, I have to do this, I have to whatever. And the fact is, maybe you don't have to do it, and maybe you have to just let something go that is difficult for you to let go because it relates to your security, your future security, and your plans. And it's hard to accept that like things have changed or that it's not going to work out the way you want it to work out. But I think that accepting this and really just kind of letting it sink in this month is going to free you up to do something new. Set off on a new path where you can travel light. This is the Fool card. And just sort of, you know, be joyful, be joyous. Yeah. And it may feel like you don't have enough knowledge, you don't have enough of whatever you need, but I really feel like there's going to be an opening where you can kind of try something new or try something that you've been aiming towards and just go there a little more, go there lightly, you know, like go there with joy. So, and kind of wait for the results and know that there will be good things, that you will be supported. So, yeah. Definitely some new movement at the end of the month. Letting go of one thing that has looked like it's going to provide you security. Letting go of that, letting something new come in because it's wanting to come in, and it's going to take you further than you think. So you can't see it now, but it's kind of coming down from on high to lead you to a new path. So that's good stuff. Okay, so Capricorn, I hope that was helpful for February 2015. Thank you for watching. I do personal readings. If you're interested, the information is down below. Okay, thanks so much. Bye.